That's one of the joys of working here is I get to see fire and art and happiness every day. When students come into Sonoran Glass School and they make something, whether it be, a tourist off the street who does one of our make-your-own glass art experiences, or somebody who's taken several classes and they're in our intermediate or advanced series classes, there's just an immense sense of pride and enjoyment on people's faces when they see a piece of glass art that they made come out of the kiln.
So back in October, I came and spoke with Paul about the idea of getting this sculpture or vase made from our wedding ceremony. So instead of doing a traditional sand ceremony, we used colored frit, and we're going to use that frit today to make a sculpture with Paul in the glass studio.
All right, guys, should we get started?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Come on over here. Show you our furnace. This is our furnace. This is where we keep the molten glass. It's 2,114 degrees, and then I'll give you a little peek of what that looks like. That is molten, clear glass. You can see that if I stop turning, it would drip a little bit. It would drip all over the floor if I didn't flip right then. But we're gonna go start adding a little bit of colors.
Think about that, Pierce, when you see this. We watched every little bit of this being made.
Yeah, and you helped, buddy.
So that is super cool.
It was a lot of fun and exciting to see the finished product and the sculpture that the three of us made together.
Well, basically, people come in here and sometimes they don't even know how in love with glass art they are until they see it, until they experience it.
I was doing some of the make-your-owns in the flame shop, and I was just fascinated. Like, you had this fire and you were melting glass, and glass itself is such an interesting substance from a physics and chemistry standpoint. I mean, I love science, so it's like I can see science being applied in such a creative, artistic fashion. And I loved it, and it was the coolest thing ever. It took me another about 6 months to actually get in here to take a class, and I've been taking classes and coming in and using time in the studio ever since.
No matter what day or what time I come in, there's a groove. And probably that's what's made my life the most different, is that I have a place where I have instant social no matter when I walk in, no matter what time of day.
Whether it be our community programs that bring in kids from schools with little to no budget for art, and we offer them free and reduced classes in the glass arts. And then you have retired people looking for, a new hobby in life or a new way to connect with other people their same age coming in, and maybe they're in the warm shop working on gifts for their family. So it's that kind of transformative quality and that enriching of people's lives that I think makes what we do here really special.
It is anything you want it to be. If you want to learn how to be a master glass blower, these guys can teach you how to be a master glass blower. If you just want to make little baubles and trinkets and little things for your friends, this is the place to do that, because nobody else is doing this.
Because it's not only an experience, but you also come away with something that you individualized, a project that you had your hands on, that you were in there picking out the colors, picking out the design elements, and working with our instructors to make. And I think that that's a really important thing that we can bring to the Tucson community, because not only can you have that entertainment aspect that you can do with your family, but you can also support local glass art education and local arts, nonprofit arts at the same time. So you really get the best of both worlds. You get to have fun and you get to support local nonprofits, and what more could you ask for?